The multi-billion-dollar profitable industry that is the oil and gas industry right now has an unlimited ability to emit emissions into the atmosphere. We don't think any industry, particularly not one as wildly profitable as the oil and gas industry, should be able to have unlimited pollution. That's why we're putting a cap on emissions, not on production, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
That's factually false.
Welcome to Served News. Justin Trudeau wants you to believe that Canadians are stepping up to reduce emissions. The truth is, when people are struggling to afford groceries, gas, and rent, how can they possibly afford to go green?
Halifax longshoremen, the unionized workers, have just put out a statement. On Monday, the NDP has the opportunity to reinforce that they will not bring in back-to-work legislation by supporting their own leaders' words. And below are those words in a copy of the common-sense Conservative motion calling the Liberals, quoting the NDP Liberal leader as saying, the Liberals are too weak, too selfish, and too beholden to corporate interests to fight for people. Will the NDP Liberals stand with unions and vote non-confidence in this costly government?
Yeah. Hey, bravo! The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
We can tell, Mr. Speaker, why the Conservative leader is so desperate to bring Parliament to a halt, to prevent debate on matters that are actually going to deliver for Canadians. As we support Canadians, as we make investments that are growing the economy and showing up for Canadians, like the tax break over the next few months, the Conservative leader sees that we're actually solving some of the challenges that the global economy has tossed our way. These are things that we are focused on, while he's focused on his own political partisan advantage and personal attacks. We're going to stay focused on Canadians, on delivering for them tangibly and concretely.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
His own party doesn't agree with him. He's so weak that the NDP NDP keeps him in power while the Liberal Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador is attacking his energy cap. The Liberal Premier says that this reduction of 35% in Newfoundland's energy production is already sending investment away. We understand that President Trump wants to take our money in jobs. But why is the Prime Minister standing against his own Liberal Premier in Newfoundland and Labrador to help Trump do it?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, across the country, except on the Conservative benches, Canadians know climate change is real. Canadians are also stepping up in lots of different ways to help reduce their emissions, to grow the economy, to create a better future for their kids and grandkids. The multi-billion-dollar profitable industry that is the oil and gas industry right now has an unlimited ability to emit emissions into the atmosphere. We don't think any industry, particularly not one as wildly profitable as the oil and gas industry, should be able to have unlimited pollution. That's why we're putting a cap on emissions, not on production, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
That's factually false. The industry's emissions have been regulated for decades, Mr. Speaker, and he just wants to shut down their production and give more of the money and jobs to Donald Trump and the United States of America. And then there's the electricity tax. He calls it a regulation, but now we know that it's a tax because the independent Ontario energy operator says that this new regulation tax will drive up costs for families by $175 a year and will drive factories, mines, and mills south of the border. Why is it killing jobs with high electricity prices?
Do you want Justin Trudeau and the NDP to raise more taxes and or make new taxes? Tell me what you think down below.
Our oil and gas emissions cap is a cap on emissions, not on production, Mr. Speaker. No sector should be allowed unlimited pollution, and it's unfortunate the Conservatives continue to defend that incredibly profitable sector that is costing Canadians so much. The reality is we will continue to work with the industry that is working on reducing its emissions because we know that's how we protect oil and gas sector jobs into the future, by innovating, by bringing on on better technologies, and by recognizing that no sector should have a right to pollute unlimitedly.
L'honorable député.
Thanks for watching. You've been served. See you again next time.